With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry, 70 yards. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
and he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Flushed. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs and those slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson, 53 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. That's caught by Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 2. On the move to his left. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Okay, break. 19,
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Harold Carmichael. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, Harold Carmichael complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw again. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. With a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game.
He quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Eluding the pressure right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to Samuel.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Boye Mafe. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively,
Football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Debo.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Harold Carmichael. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Bo. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They hand this one to Gronk. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Rob Gronkowski
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They begin with Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go again.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give. It's Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
Ready, set.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
He'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead